The initial concept of Towns in Tune was to bring Canada into Lake City, South Carolina, and fusing not just the music, but the food.
Today, we're traveling to Stephenville, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada.
It kind of inspires me to follow the lead and take your best practices and get something happening in Stephenville.
The Americans came in looking to build an Air Force base. When they examined this area, they looked at the approach over Bay St. George, and it's one of the longest approaches, really, in North America.
The exposure of the base was very instrumental in the development of music in this area.
The style and the way we dress and even the music that they brought here. The local guys would go into the base and listen to the music and all that. It would influence like J. Terry Hart and all those sort of things. Yes. So you know you learn something from those guys, right?
Come on, let's have a look around. We're having a grand time.
Put your hands together, the Irish descendants.
My name is Tom Rose and I'm the mayor of Stephenville, Newfoundland, Canada. And I'm here in the beautiful city of Lake City, South Carolina, to experience Art Fields, this wonderful 11-day event celebrating 11 years since Arts Field started, and hoping to take away so much to bring back to my community.
We had an economy that was based around agriculture.
Yes.
Whenever that was no longer the case, we needed something new. And art, lucky for me, became that vehicle. And I think that people certainly underestimate the power of art, but Lake City is proof of it.
I learned so much about Arts Field and what your community and your leadership has done for economic development and how you use the arts as a venue and a model to create economics for your community. It kind of inspires me to follow the lead and take your best practices and get something happening in Stephenville.
Wow, that is wonderful to hear that this type of way that we're doing here in Lake City, South Carolina is actually will be going to Canada. So that is awesome.
Yeah.
Today, we're traveling to Stephenville, a picturesque town nestled along the rugged coastline of Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. Its story is intertwined with the proud heritage of the American military, dating back to the Second World War. But as the times changed, the military base saw a decrease in activity, eventually leading to its closure. Yet, the spirit of the American influence still perseveres. The Stephenville Airport, once a vital link to military operations, is undergoing a remarkable transformation. For one night only, we're turning this airport into a concert space. Major funding for Towns in Tune is provided by Newfoundland and Labrador Film Development Corporation. The Government of Newfoundland and Labrador Provincial Tax Credit. Additional funding is provided by the ETV Endowment of South Carolina, which proudly supports this program. Through the generosity of our members and donors, the ETV Endowment has made it possible for stories like Towns in Tune to be shared around our state and the nation for more than 40 years. And the Government of Canada Film or Video Production Federal Tax Credit.
The airport was a very busy airport, obviously in the early days when it was a U.S. Air Force base. Then it privatized when the U.S. Air Force pulled out in 1966, was run by Transport Canada. We were primarily the regional airport in this region. Things changed, another airport got a little busier than we did. We struggled as an airport for quite some time, but we always kept it operational 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mostly for some charter business, some scheduled business, military tech stop business, but a lot of history with Stephenville.
We're here in front of the Stephenville International Airport, a very historic building, and I have a very special guest today, Kathleen Lawler, and Kathleen is from Stephenville Port-au-Port area, and she's done oodles and oodles of research on the Stephenville Airport and the history of the area. So Kathleen, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome.
Well, I'm really interested to hear what the history of the Stephenville Airport is with regard to the American Air Force Base.
The Americans came in looking to build an Air Force base and examining different parts of Newfoundland. Of course, they had several in the province, but when they examined this area, they looked at several things. And of course, the major thing is the approach over Bay St. George. It is one of the longest approaches really in North America.
The other unique thing is every time the space shuttle would launch, we would have to go on readiness alert in Stephenville, Newfoundland. In the event that the shuttle had to abort and had to recover, Stephenville was selected. Why was Stephenville selected? For a couple of reasons. The orbital path was one, but it's massive runways. It's got 10,000 feet by 200 feet, plus 1,000-foot overrun and underrun. So there's technically 12,000 feet of recovery.
If there was a plane in trouble, a passenger plane, a refueler, it didn't matter. They would prefer that they not come in over Gander or over St. John's because they were urban centers. Yes. The planes would have to come in build over housing. Where this airport has a very long approach, as you know, it could actually land the shuttle. So the approach coming in over Bay St. George is so long, and then the runways are so long. You can see why they chose this as the airport location, you know, for Ernest Harmon Air Force Base.
It all began with the friendly invasion of American military forces during World War II. As the world was engulfed in conflict, Stephenville became a bustling hub of activity almost overnight. The arrival of American troops brought a wave of change to Stephenville as locals welcomed their newfound allies with open arms. A bond formed between the soldiers and the townspeople, forging friendships that would last for decades to come.
Once Ernest Harmon Air Force Base came here, most people working for a wage as opposed to themselves, like in the fishery and that kind of thing. Very prosperous, a lot of advantages that other areas did not have as far as access to health care, access to the more prosperous schools, entertainment, that kind of thing.
Every nightclub in town had a live band.
Amazing.
All the time.
And there were people enough to fill it.
Yes.
So there must have been a big influx of population when the base was on, right? I mean, everybody was working, right?
Everybody was working. Nobody knew there was such a thing as unemployment.
The style and the way we dress and even the music that they brought here in, because they used to have the big bands up there, the brass and all that sort of thing, right? So, you know, when the local guys would go into the base and listen to the music and all that, it would influence like J. Terry Hunt, all those sort of things. Yes. So, you know, you learn something from those guys, right?
The exposure of the base was very instrumental
Yeah,
in the development of music in this area. It had a lot of influence. The thing is, some people probably don't know this, that some of the American musicians were in bands with the civilians downtown. And so they used to mix, and you can imagine what that was. And many of them could read music. And the locals, the majority did not read music, but they were really, really musically talented. So it was really nice to combine those two efforts in the music. It's just such a mix of music here. Even though they listened to country, they were big in the big band music. You know, the jazz, yes, because they had a house band that was 35 men in it, and they were mostly all officers. And the thing is, that was their job here on the base. So there was a spin-off, sort of, from the musicians on base with the musicians in town. And the Main Street was hopping with dances, live bands, every club, and the mix of the two, the Americans and the civilians.
And there
because
were a
of the
lot of
base.
American stars that came into Stephenville.
Oh, yes. Elvis Presley was here.
Yes.
Bing Crosby was here.
Yeah, Bob Hope.
Bob Hope was here.
Yes.
And a lot of them then would also go to Pine Tree.
Yes, Pine
Because
Tree, yes.
Pine Tree is directly associated with Ernest Harmon Air Force Base.
Yes.
And Pine Tree is the most easterly point in the dew line. So they triangulated all of the flights that came over the North Atlantic late in the war and then through the whole Cold War. And if there was a question about a flight, they would scramble the jets out of here or Goose Bay to check on the plane to make sure it was not an enemy
Right.
plane.
So we were like the first line of defense for
The North Atlantic.
Yes, amazing.
We did not realize the impact the base had on ours. You know, like, and we didn't actually understand that it was on high alert at all times. You know, and say this is, you know, so we just thought it was a bunch of guys there hanging around playing whatever, they're playing basketball, all that sort of thing, you know. But you know, it was real. It was real.
The legacy of the American Air Force Base exists as a testament to the lasting bond between nations. Though the base may have closed its gates, its influence continues to shape the fabric of this close-knit community. The presence of the American military brought not only economic prosperity, but also a cultural exchange that left an indelible mark on the town. The influence of the base can be seen throughout the town, from the names of the streets to the stories passed down through generations. In Stephenville, the legacy of the American Air Force Base serves as a poignant reminder of the lasting bonds of friendship that transcend borders throughout time.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, the Irish Descendants!
Well, folks, thanks for having us here, and this is a great treat to be here in Stephenville playing. For me, playing Irish music kind of comes by nature, and what comes by nature costs no money, is what they say up on the Southern Shore. But I wasn't always into it, you know, like at the beginning I was kind of more into kind of like, you know, heavy metal and stuff, and I was a big fan of Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath and bands like that, you know, because I had a lot of, like, and it was going around. That's when that other stuff wasn't legal. But this particular song, we did on an album, one of the albums, I don't know, there's 15 or 16. I can't even name the albums, let alone the songs of them. But this is an old Irish rebel song. Talks about if you got any Irish blood in you at all, this will fire it up a little bit. It's an old tune called The Black and Tan. Well, I was born in a Dublin street where the lion drums do beat, and the lovely English people walked all over us. And every single night when we down would come on tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you were nailed down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishanra. Come tell us how you slew the old Arabs 2 by 2, like the Zulu had knives and bows and arrows. Of how bravely you faced one with your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened all the natives to the marrow. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishanra. Come, let us hear you tell how you slammed the brave Parnell, how you taught him well and truly persecuted. Where our sirs and jeers that you proudly let us hear when our heroes of 60 were executed. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishanra. without your British Huns, and 5 without your guns. Show your wife how you won medal up in Derry. Well, you murdered 60 men, and you'll do the same again. So get out of here and take your bloody army. Ah, come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. Ah, come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra.
The twinning with Lake City that actually got us motivated to do more on the art side. So travel and meeting and looking at best practices. So I had a chance to actually be at Art Fields in South Carolina, Lake City, and seeing what that 11-day event meant to that community, how it drew in people from all over South Carolina, and how artists felt so proud of their profession, being artisans. Yes. So when we came back, I said, we have so much in Stephenville. We have the Stephenville Theater Festival, we have the Veteran Folk Festival, we have the Friendly Invasion, we have music, we have culture, we have indigenous culture, powwows and drumming groups, and we have so much. So I said, let's theme it now. Let's do something like Art Fields. Yeah. So we came up with our name. It's called Art Fest Stephenville.
Nice.
And it's a 4-day event. It starts on Thursday, it ends on Sunday. And the town council and the community is very excited. And the arts community is very excited. And the business community is very excited, because in art, there's economics.
I am Yamika Robinson. I am the mayor of Lake City, South Carolina in the United States. And I am here in the great city of Stephenville, Newfoundland, Canada.
The efforts of Art Fields and all you have done over the last 11 years have inspired our town. And this weekend, starting last night, was the inaugural of our Art Fest Stephenville event that will become an annual tradition, promoting the arts, looking at collaboration from many communities, drawn on indigenous culture, on music, on different mediums that exist in the arts. But we're ecstatic, but it's because of your city. You helped motivate us and you got us there.
It's such a true honor to be here for your first year inaugural Art Fest Stephenville. So many different people from near and far comes to Art Field, and for everybody to come together and enjoy one another in the arts, you know, the singing, the dancing, the drama, you know, it's just so wonderful. And for you to be inspired and to bring that back over here, and hopefully to see Art Fest Stephenville to come alive, I would be able to bring something back to the States as well. So I'm very excited.
Look at the crowd here at Kinsman Square in downtown Main Street, Stephenville. We got everything happening here this afternoon as a part of Art Fest Stephenville. People have come out to watch the local entertainment. There's a young group playing this afternoon, learning to play the accordion. All the music talent being passed down through the generations. Come on, let's have a look around. We're having a grand time. Is Art Fest your brainchild?
Not really.
No. It's her brainchild.
It's Mayor Robinson's brainchild, because without Art Fields, it wouldn't have happened. So there was kind of like a a transformation of
Inspiration.
that inspiration that
Yes.
happened. So when we came back, we came together as a committee and said, we want to kind of do what Art Fields is doing in Lake City, South Carolina, and we became Art Fest Stephenville, and this is happening today.
Beautiful.
Well, what's great is on stage now we have the grade 8 students that are learning kind of a traditional instrument of our culture, the accordion.
Yeah.
And they're having a lot of fun, but they're being mentored and coached by professionals.
Right on.
And it's so great that some of our professionals that are retired step in and want to help our youth. So eventually, these grade 8s will be like maybe my age, 29, 30, something like that.
likely.
Right? Just saying. And actually be the leads on stage because
Yes.
they're that good.
That's right. They might be the mayor yet.
Well, could be the, yes.
Exactly.
What do you think of the concert,
Oh, the
Mayor?
concert is wonderful. Just to listen to the different diversity of music and the young children accordions. We
Yeah.
don't really have accordions in Lake City, South Carolina. So I'm definitely going to bring that experience back to South Carolina. And hey, maybe we'll start one. Who
Hey,
knows?
you never know. We got to get her an accordion and
I
take back
know.
South Carolina. No, this is fantastic. And it's just such a great atmosphere of energy and camaraderie and people come together and join. I was talking to one of the grandfathers of the girl who's playing the accordion and how wonderful it is that, you know, the kids are learning the traditional music, right?
And these spaces, these green spaces, these cultural spaces, that's what community is all about.
You have a town square yourself, very similar
Yeah,
in Lake
it's
City.
actually it's called Village Green downtown, and whenever we have concerts or gatherings, any type of gatherings, gospel on the green, the people, the families come out.
Yeah.
We even have games on the green that
Right.
we call it.
Yeah.
So the families can come out and the children and just have a grand time.
Yeah, I mean, the beautiful thing about open air concerts like this is that nobody needs money. All walks of life are welcome, and we can all be together and enjoy the same cultural event. Yeah.
My name is Carla Angus, and I'm Director of Community Engagement, Art Fields Jr., and I'm here in Stephenville, Newfoundland. You know, coming here, I didn't know what to expect. Now that I'm here, there's so many similarities that I see, an openness to different people, different backgrounds. There has not been one person that I have not passed in the street that has not smiled and greeted and welcomed me. They've even dealt with me messing up the pronunciation because I wanted to say Newfoundland because that's what it looks like. Then I wanted to say Newfoundland, and then they worked with me to understand that it's Newfoundland. So I'm so excited about that learning curve. Another similarity is how they see the importance of working together and partnering. So in South Carolina, we have like the Arts Commission that we work here, and here is Arts and L. And so we had the opportunity to meet them and talk about how they're bringing arts to the community to make a difference and help transform it. And it's the truth. I mean, I've learned through Art Fields how arts can change a community. And so I'm excited to return back here to Stephenville, Newfoundland, and see how the arts is making an impact because there's so many things that they're talking about doing.
Put your hands together for Matthew Byrne.
This is a song that you will find pretty much in all of the quintessential folk song collections of Newfoundland. You're going to find this song, and for good reason. It's a wonderful song that comes from a place called Tickle Cove, and it was written by a fellow named Mark Walker, who wrote about a fellow's experience going across the ice. This song is meant to cool me off now. Going across the going across the ice in the late winter, early spring, and the animal, the horse that was taking him and his load of wood across, the horse knew he shouldn't have been chancing this shortcut so late in the season. And there's a great line in this song that kind of speaks to the difference between our supposed sense of superior knowledge and the animal's better judgment. You know, for man is too stupid, dumb creatures do know. And so he gets himself into a little bit of a tangle and has to call on the community to help him out of it. And it's called Tickle Cove Pond. My name is Matthew Byrne. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience. in cotton and hauling and ice and in snow. We're up against trouble that few people know, and it's only by courage, patience and grit, and eating plain food that we keep ourselves fit. The hard and easy we take as it comes. When ponds freeze over, we shorten our runs to hurry my hauling with spring coming on. Ne'er lost me mind there out on Tickle Cove Pond. I knew that me ice became weaker each day, but still took the risk and kept hauling away. One evening in April, bound home with a load, the mare showed some halting against the ice road. She knew more than I did as matters turned out. Lucky for me had I joined her in doubt. When she turned round her head with tears in her eyes, as if she was saying, "You're risking our lives." Oh, this I ignored with a whip and a blow, for man is too stupid, dumb creatures to know. When the very next minute the pond gave a sigh, and up to our necks went poor Kitty and I. For if I had taken wise Kitty's advice, I ne'er would have made the shortcut on the ice. Poor creature, she's dead, poor creature, she's gone. I'll ne'er get mine there out of Tickle Cove Pond. Lay hold, William Mulford, lay hold, William White. Lay hold of the bowline and pull all your might. Lay hold of the bowline and pull all you can, and give me a lift with poor Kit on the pond. I raised an alarm you could hear for a mile, and the neighbor showed up in a very short while. You can always rely on the old Fords and Whites to render assistance in all your bad plights, to help a poor neighbor is part of their lives. The same I would say for their children and wives. When the bowline was fastened around the mare's breast, William White, for a shanty song, made a request. There was no time for thinking, no time for delay. Straight from his head came the song right away. Lay hold, William Mulford, lay hold, William White. Lay hold of the bowline and pull all your might. Lay hold of the bowline and pull all you can, and give me a lift with poor Kit on the pond. Lay hold, William Mulford, lay hold, William White. Lay hold of the cordage and pull all your might. Lay hold of the bowline and pull all you can. And with that we brought Kit out of Tickle Cove Pond. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
You make plans that you don't need me. It's your world, and I'm just passing through.
Oh my gosh, Melvin. I remember when I was a kid, you were a little bit older than me,
But I find it interesting that you were referred to for a very long time as the singing barber. Why was that?
Well, it seems that when you're in town and so many people know you, and you know, I could have been a mechanic and then the singing mechanic, but I ended up as the singing barber. But it kind of grew in there, and it felt good, so I kept the name.
Right on. And so while you were a barber, were you playing music then too? You were always a musician,
Yes,
right?
well, I started off, well, like when you go to school, you always end up in a band.
Yeah.
So as soon as somebody said we needed a drummer, well, I jumped in there just to fill in,
Yeah.
so I could get on good sound turf.
Yeah.
And then I turned around and then I started learning rhythm, and then playing the harmonica, and then all of a sudden it all came together.
There must be, oh, sweet love and work, because there's in it.
I'm here, downtown Stephenville, Main Street, in Danny's Bakery. And I'm with the proprietor himself, Mr. Dennis Roslet. Your name is really Dennis, but it turned into Danny. How did that happen?
Because when I came in Canada, everybody asked for my name. I said my name in French, Denis, is Denis.
Yeah, Denis.
So, yeah, everybody asked me, oh, that's Danny, right? So I said, I keep that name, but everybody knows me as Danny. In Switzerland, I work in a pastry shop, and the owner's brother had a pizza place here in Stephenville. He asked me if I'd be interested to come to Canada to work for him.
Yes.
I was 22 years old. What stopped me, you know?
And you never looked back?
I never looked back.
And
with my wife, of course.
Yes, of course, your wife. She was always here in the shop too, yes, and helping. It's really a family affair, is it not?
My daughter works for me and my son.
Yes.
It's family business.
Yes, as a little girl, coming home from school, and we'd always stop and get the French twist.
Okay,
it was so good. And you have him here today
Still
too.
there.
You're still there?
Yeah,
Still popular?
Yeah, like my Napoleon's there. That's the most popular, right?
The Napoleons.
Oh, yes.
People come, like when they come across on the ferry, they talk about coming to Danny's.
Oh, yeah.
Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, they come stop here first.
Yes.
People from the region.
Yes.
You know,
Cape St. George.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in the bread because I know your bread is very much like our Newfoundland homemade bread.
Exactly.
Is that the same kind of bread that you had in Switzerland, or did you adapt that?
It's different. I got to adapt to the taste of the people here.
Yes.
You know? But what I like here, I don't put no additive.
No additives.
No additive at all, right?
Yes.
So, you know, you got a limited shelf life and all this, right? So,
yeah, but that's what makes it special.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right,
you don't want a loaf of bread shouldn't last you 2 weeks anyway.
Exactly.
Right? One day is enough for a loaf of bread. We're here with Paula Cornick, the founder and proprietor of Beavercraft, an establishment that is celebrating its 45th anniversary this year. Congratulations, Paula.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's an amazing feat. You must be very proud.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the inspiration to start this enterprise in the beginning.
I started the business as a craft supply store because there was a need for it.
Yes.
So that's how it started in this building in a little space 11 feet wide.
Wow. It's almost like a Newfoundland and Labrador store, really. You have a book section, you have an artist section. So you have a whole section on Newfoundland and Labrador authors and books.
Yes, we do, yeah.
And Lloyd Pretty, who's a renowned painter artist from this area. You have all his works.
We do, yeah.
So you call it the Lloyd Pretty
Art Gallery.
Beautiful, yeah.
And you'll see when you go inside, there's still the big sweater section.
Yes, I saw the
They're all
socks.
hand knit, and the socks and the mitts, yeah.
I see you have Newfoundland Labrador jams and things
we do,
like that.
And now that's all coming from up the Northern Peninsula, from Grigot, Dark Tickle.
Okay.
So we have all the popular jams, and it's really interesting in the summer to talk to tourists who don't know anything about it.
Right.
And they come and they look for baked apple jam, and they're looking for the baked apples.
Yes.
And we have to explain to them, no, it's not. It's baked apple. It's a berry.
Yes.
So that's the cool part of the business is when you get people who are from away, is telling them about the traditions of Newfoundland.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Just look what Beavercraft has become. I mean, from 11 feet to this entire building. Let's go have a look. Oh my gosh, look at this place. Wow. There's all kinds of sections now. Look at the wool section. Oh, I love this sweatshirt. What do you think? And there's the Newfoundland books. Look at that. And of course, the ever popular Dictionary of Newfoundland English. Look at this. There are a lot of words. We got artists coming out of our ears around here. And this is dark tickle jams and Newfoundland teas, blueberry, partridge berry, baked apple. The berry, not a baked apple. And up here is the Lloyd Pretty Gallery. Lloyd Pretty was a very famous visual artist from Stephenville. Unfortunately, he died a few years ago, but he wanted all of his art brought back to Stephenville and sold here through Beavercraft. Look at these. They're real works of art. Isn't that amazing? That is beautiful. And these are the socks and mitts that Paula was talking about. You see inside? They're full of wool. That's what these little V's in the socks and the mitts are. That's what's cozy. Very cozy. Well, Paula, thank you very much for the tour of your beautiful store. Congratulations on your 45th anniversary. Take care. Put your hands together for Mr. Bob Hallett.
Good evening, my friends. We're so delighted to be here tonight to sing and play some music for you and the unusual but yet perfect confines of the Stephenville Airport. So with no further ado, you have not come here to hear me talk tonight. You've come here to hear us sing. And to lead off, please put your hands together for our friend who's come from the deep south to play for us tonight, Mr. Philip Lamont.
Thank you all. Thank you all. My little boy, he was about 5 years old, maybe 6. And he had been a cowboy every year for Christmas, you know, just lock, stock, and barrel. He had everything you needed to be a cowboy. Till he got to 7, where it got a little more complicated, and he came in, he said, Dad, do you think we could ever get some sheepskin chaps, you know, like they're in the movies and stuff? I said, man, I don't know. You're 7 and all, and I'm not sure how that's going to go, and I don't think they make them for 7-year-olds. And he said, well, can we try? So I'm thinking he's blown it off. He's not thinking about it anymore. You know, we got to Walmart we got his little sisters with us, you know, Martha Grace, and his name's Cooper. And here he comes around the plungers. In his hands, he's holding this right out in front of him. One of those big white fuzzy toilet seat covers. So we cut it down the middle, you know, and strung it up, and it was perfect. And well, I'm tucking him in that night, you know. He said, Dad, the coolest things in the world are cowboy things. I sat at the kitchen table, and I thought how that meant something. It goes like this. He ropes and he rides, sitting way up high on 15 hands of Palomino mare. And that evening he'll meet a lovely senorita with silver conches and her raven hair. Then the nurse stops by, she says it's time to take your pills. And he reckons there's a way, but he just can't find the will. Then he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. He's on a high desert plain, hands red from the rains, outside of Taos, New Mexico. Driving a white face herd with barely a word. Oh, 'cause good cows seem to know where to go. And on the bedside table, he rolls a cigarette. He says, after 80 years now, they ain't killed me yet. Then he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. Now he's dressed up like a dandy, and he tells me he's headed to a dance hall tonight. He says, partner, could you help me get my boots on? If you don't mind, turn out that light. Then a rainwater tear started running down his cheek from the corner of his eye. Like the coulees and riverbeds that he's known down through the years, looks like this one might be running dry. The little lights in his room, they all start blinking red, and everybody's scrambling around his hospital bed. Then he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. Yeah, he closes his eyes and he dreams of cowboy things. Now he ropes and he rides, sitting way up high on the 15 hands of Palomino mare. Thank y'all.
And please, would you give a great Newfoundland welcome to Ruthie Collins.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to sing a song that I wrote with a really close friend of mine. I was going through a really hard time, and I was sort of just pretending I was okay to everybody else, but I just had this one person I could kind of be myself with, and that made all the difference. And that's the person I wrote the song with, my good friend Natalie Stovall. But we released this to country radio last year, and there's all kinds of different music charts, but on the Music Row charts, this was number 19, so I like to say this is my first top 20 single, officially. This is a song called Hypocrite. I'm the girl that you call when you need a friend. I'm the one who can talk you off a ledge. Yeah, I'm the one you count on. Memorize how to find the light in yourself. I can shine so bright for anyone else. Ooh, so I say that I'm fine, and I lie to everyone I see. Swear that I've made it through, and losing you didn't almost destroy me. But baby, I'm your little hypocrite. I tell my friends I'm sick of it, and I'm taking off your love just like a temporary tattoo. But I'm your little hypocrite, 'cause I'm still in the thick of it. Cross my heart that I'm so over it, but I'm still in love with you. And I'm the girl who deserves more than you can give. I've walked away for so much less than this, but you're the one I wanted. And now the girl who can let go of anything is staying home with a ghost of what could have been. And baby, I'm so haunted, 'cause I'm your little I am so sick of this, 'cause I'm your little hypocrite. I tell my friends I'm sick of it, and I'm taking off your love just like a temporary tattoo. But I'm your little hypocrite, 'cause I'm still in the thick of it. Cross my heart that I'm so over it, but I'm still in love with you. And I deny it with my dying breath, but I'm still in love with you.
And please now, would you give a kind welcome to the Queen of the Southern Shore, Ms. Jackie Sullivan.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to sing a song for you that is on my sophomore album. It's a song I wrote about the house that I grew up in until I was about 8. So myself and my mom and dad, my brothers, we lived in our grandparents' house. It was an old white salt box house on Northside Road in Calvert. I wanted to write this song because I think lots of us have an old house that we long to go back to. And so I wrote this, and I hope you like it.
There's an old house on the north side road. It's fallen down, it seems. The place where I once laid my head, where a little girl could dream. I've driven by 1,000 times trying to look inside. Maybe I was hoping I'd still hear grandmother's voice. The old mantle in the front room, the sideboard in the hall, the old pitch pine wood ceilings, all the things I still recall. You say it's just wood and nails, but it's more than that to me. A cornerstone that marks the past, a piece of history. Give me one more chance to walk through the old house where I once figured it all out. One more chance to linger lonesome in these rooms. I promise you that I'll leave soon. Give me time, just some time in the old house. I don't need no walls around me to remember all those days. The rocking chair, the old day bed, and her singing Galway Bay. It's as clear as it was yesterday. I still remember well. Imagine if these rooms could talk, the stories they would tell. Give me one more chance to walk through the old house where I once figured it all out. One more chance to linger lonesome in these rooms. I promise you that I'll leave soon. Give me time, just some time in the old house. 'cause I promise you that I'll leave soon. Give me time, just some time in the old house. Give me time, just some time in the old house.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, I think all of us in this room and on this stage tonight, all the performers and artists, we all had our COVID moment. You know, we all had the song, the story, the piece of art we wrote. We all wanted to produce something, to have something tangible about all of that experience and all that waiting and all that wondering and all that worrying. And this was my song. This one's called Raise a Glass. The winter's cold and drawing near. Lose another year. Gather round, we'll toast today, and our songs will drive the night away. Raise a glass here and we'll sing. Raise a glass here, I'll join in. Raise a glass here, all my friends, and please God we'll meet again. We'll sing and talk of absent friends, those whose road has met the end. Gather round, let no man stray, our songs will drive the night away. Raise a glass here and we'll sing. Raise a glass here, I'll join in. Raise a glass here, all my friends, and please God we'll meet again. The hour to leave has come and passed. The light grows dim and time goes fast. Gather round, let no man stray. Our songs will drive our fears away. Raise a glass here and we'll sing. Raise a glass here, I'll join in. Raise a glass here, all my friends, and please God we'll meet again. Raise a glass here, I'll join in. Raise a glass here, I'll join in. Raise a glass here, all my friends, and please God we'll meet again. Thank you.
All right.
The Songwriter Circle was excellent, but also the Irish Descendants was, all of it was superb, and you even have food at the end, so very nice.
Just rolled on in at 20 to 7, and just the transformation struck me right away. You knew you were up for production quality.
I would certainly want to see it again if it ever happened again.
I was to the show last night and was wonderful, and again tonight.
I loved it so much. I feel like I get to hear some of that type of music in South Carolina, but it was really nice to hear something from someone that's in another part of the world, and like their stories. It was really like impactful for me.
Just to have the opportunity, I guess, for Newfoundlanders and Labradorians to have that exposure and to be able to pair with, Nashville singer-songwriters and to have that opportunity, it's just amazing. And the camaraderie, it's a win-win for everybody.
I mean, our music and our culture is really important to, who we are and where we come from. So that's alive and well and growing, so that's an amazing, amazing thing to have.
Lake City, South Carolinians, in general, are much like we are here in Newfoundland. Very open, and they stop and say hello, and they ask how you are without knowing who you are. And I know you know what I'm talking about, Amy. Yeah. And you can really appreciate that.
Major funding for Towns in Tune is provided by Newfoundland and Labrador Film Development Corporation. The Government of Newfoundland and Labrador Provincial Tax Credit. Additional funding is provided by the ETV Endowment of South Carolina, which proudly supports this program. Through the generosity of our members and donors, the ETV Endowment has made it possible for stories like Towns in Tune to be shared around our state and the nation for more than 40 years. And the Government of Canada Film or Video Production Federal Tax Credit.